Hello my inquisitive friends, welcome to this third lecture on the topic of dissolution of partnership firms. In this lecture we are going to solve second problem. Okay, so let us start with the problem now. A firm consisting of partners Mahesh, Suresh and Yogesh decided to dissolve the partnership. They decided to take over certain assets and liabilities and continue the business separately. The balance sheet was as under. As on 31st March 2017, capital of Mahesh, Suresh and Yogesh. Creditors, loan. On the asset side we have furniture, sundry assets, debtors less RDD, stock and cash. It was agreed as under. Mahesh is to take furniture at rupees 1600. Who is Mahesh? Mahesh is a partner. And the debtors amounting to rupees 40,000 at rupees 34,000 only. Good adjustment. Mahesh is to take over furniture at rupees 1600 and debtors amounting to rupees 40,000 at rupees 34,000 only. He accepted creditors of rupees 12,000 at that figure. Suresh is to take over all stock at rupees 14,000 and sundry assets worth rupees 16,000 at rupees 14,400 only. Yogesh is to take over the remaining sundry assets at rupees 16,000 and assume the responsibility for the discharge of the loan together with accrued interest on the loan of rupees 60 which has not been recorded in accounts. The dissolution expenses were rupees 540. Remaining debtors realized rupees 4,200 only. The necessary adjustments were made by the partners to settle their accounts. Prepare the realization account, partners capital account and cash account after giving effect to the above adjustments. Very good problem. Nice adjustments. They have asked us to prepare ledger accounts, and the ledger accounts which are asked are realization, partners capital and cash account. Let us first of all make the observations as usual. Before we start the problem, we first of all make the observations that helps us to understand how to go for solving the problem. What should be our map of solving the problem? So let us consider the observation. First one, there are three partners and their profit sharing ratio is not given, so we are assuming that it should be equal. On the liability side, the balance sheet has loan, but they have not mentioned that it is Suresh loan or Yogesh loan or Mahesh loan, so it is outsiders loan. Then in that case it will be transferred by us to the realization account. Okay, it will be transferred by us to the realization account. Just a moment, let me rectify the adjustment there. Yeah, REA. Yeah, okay, it is transferred by us to the realization account. On the asset side we have debtors and RDD both. So gross debtors, that is rupees 48,400 to be transferred to realization account debit side, and RDD, that is 2,400 to be transferred to realization account credit side, and the amount of rupees 46,000 is required to be ignored by us. We will consider only 48,400 and 2,400. Okay. Next one, partner took over some of the assets at different values because Mahesh is taking over furniture and then he is taking over debtors. Now about debtors, be careful. They have told you Mahesh is taking over debtors amounting to rupees 40,000. ज्या debtors ची किंमत 40,000 रुपये आहे at rupees 34,000. Some debtors whose book value is rupees 40,000 are taken over by Mahesh at rupees 34,000. Some debtors whose book value is rupees 40,000 are taken over by Mahesh at rupees 34,000. Similarly, Suresh is taking over sundry assets whose book value is 16,000. He is taking them over at rupees 14,400. And Yogesh is taking over remaining sundry assets at rupees 16,000. So I am more concerned about adjustment number 1 and adjustment number 2, where they are talking about debtors and sundry assets. Debtors amounting to rupees 40,000 at rupees 34,000 and Suresh to take over sundry assets worth rupees 16,000 at rupees 14,400 only. Now if you remember, dissolution problem has three stages. First one is transfer stage, second one is realization stage, and third one is distribution stage. In the transfer stage we consider book value, that means the balance sheet value, because transfer stage means taking out from the cupboard and bringing it to the invisible table called as realization account, and in that stage we are required to consider always the book value. Second one is realization stage. In realization stage we must consider always the agreed value. At that time we need not consider the book value. So in adjustment number 1, when we are thinking about how the assets are realized, either by sale in cash or sale for cash or by takeover by the partner, there you can see that debtors amounting to 40,000. So this 40,000 represents the book value of debtors. Total debtors are rupees 48,400. Out of the debtors of rupees 48,400, some debtors whose book value was rupees 40,000 were taken over by Mahesh at rupees 34,000. So 40,000 is a part of 48,400. 40,000 is a part of 48,400. In transfer stage we have already taken care of 48,400. In the realization stage we will consider only rupees 34,000. This 40,000 is given for our confusion, but we are not going to get confused. Problem is trying to confuse us, but we are not going to get confused because we know that in the transfer stage book value, in the realization stage it is only the agreed value that is important. Okay, so partners are taking over some of the assets at different values. At that time we should record the entry at agreed value. Okay, next one, loan is taken over by the partner at agreed value because the loan amount is rupees 3,000. Look at adjustment number 3. Yogesh to take over remaining sundry assets at rupees 16,000 and assume the responsibility for discharge of loan together with accrued interest on loan at rupees 60, which has not been recorded in accounts. So in the balance sheet, interest on loan of rupees 60 is not recorded. Interest on loan of rupees 60 is not recorded, but the lender is saying that when you are paying, don't forget to pay me my principal component along with my interest component. Principal component is given in the balance sheet 3,000. Interest component is not recorded in the balance sheet, but that will have to be paid because they have mentioned for discharge of the loan together with accrued interest. So we'll have to repay the interest also. So balance sheet value of loan is rupees 3,000. In the transfer stage we will consider 3,000, but in the realization stage when we are thinking of payment of liability, this loan is taken over by the partner, but he is not taking over at rupees 3,000, he is taking it over at rupees 3,000 together with interest of rupees 60. That means it is taken over at agreed value of rupees 3060. Okay, and so these are the 5 different observations which are required to be considered by us. Based on that we are going to prepare the ledger accounts. What are the ledger accounts we are expected to prepare? Realization account, partners capital account and cash account. So realization account 16 to 18 lines. Heading will be in the books of partnership firm. I have kept the font smaller because it becomes easy for me to prepare single realization account in one single slide. Okay, then particulars amount are the columns, but we are going to prepare one additional column of amount in the as an inner column. It helps us to make all the adjustments in a more systematic manner and the entire answer looks presentable. So we are making 2 columns of amount. The inner column is for the purpose of specific calculation, outer column is for the purpose of final amounts. Okay, then there is bank account we are going to prepare and partners capital account, and there are 3 partners, so partners capital account will have 3 columns: Mahesh, Suresh and Yogesh. So please draw the accounts. When you are drawing the account, please pause the video. After drawing the account, then you start with the video. Okay, now there is a, before you start drawing, some students may specify, sir, why I have not prepared loan account? Because there is a loan account in the balance sheet. Yes, we prepare loan account only if it is a partner's loan account. In this problem it is not partner's loan, it is not Mahesh loan, Suresh loan, Yogesh loan, but it is outsider's loan. Since it is an outsider loan, that means it will be transferred to realization account, so there is no need to prepare separate loan account. Okay, so prepare the accounts now. Realization account 18 lines, bank account 8 lines, 8 to 10 lines, and partners capital account 8 to 10 lines. Partners capital account, remember 3 columns: Mahesh, Suresh and Yogesh. So pause the video, draw the account and come back with me for the purpose of solution. So I am assuming that now you have resumed the video. Let us start with the first stage. First stage is transfer stage. First step is open necessary ledger accounts. We have done that. Next step is transfer of assets and liabilities. Take out from the cupboard and put on the invisible table. Cupboard is balance sheet. So in this stage we are going to consider only the book values. Okay, so book values are capital account: Mahesh, Suresh and Yogesh will be transferred to partners capital account credit side by balance brought down. 55,000, 20,000 and 14,000. 14. 55, 20 and 14. Partners capital account credit side will write by balance brought down. $55, $20 and 14. Okay, so 55, 20 and 14 are transferred by us. Next one is creditors rupees 12,000 and loan rupees 3,000. Both of them will be transferred by us to which account? Realization account credit side. जिसका कोई नहीं होता है उसका realization account होता है. So let us transfer to realization account credit side by sundry liabilities. Creditors 12,000 and loan is rupees 3,000. So by sundry liabilities, underline the same, creditors, and next one is loan. The amount of creditors is rupees 12 and loan is rupees 3. Outer column is 15,000. Okay. Next point. Suresh is to take over all stock at rupees we are in the first stage now, that is transfer stage. So let us consider the next item. All liability side items are over. Let us consider now the asset side. Asset side, furniture rupees 2,000, sundry assets rupees 34,000, debtors less RDD, stock and cash. We are having a separate account for cash, so let us consider cash account. Debit side, to balance brought down 6,400. Let me change the name of the account. It is cash account. To balance brought down. The amount of balance is rupees how much? 6,400. Now other assets, there is no separate ledger account prepared for other assets. That means all other assets will be transferred by us to realization account debit side. Just be careful about debtors. Gross amount on the realization account debit side and RDD on the realization account credit side. Ignore the net amount. Okay, so furniture rupees 2,000, realization account debit side. Sundry assets 34,000, debtors 48,400 and stock 15,600. So these are the amounts we are going to consider. Furniture, sundry assets, debtors and stock. Furniture, sundry assets, debtors and stock. Furniture, sundry assets, debtors and stock. To sundry assets. What are their values? Their values are furniture 2,000, sundry assets 34,000. Inner column 2,000, 34,000. Debtors are 48,400 and stock is 15,600. 48,400 and 15,600. The moment you are going to consider debtors at gross value, don't forget to write RDD on the credit side of realization account, and amount of RDD is rupees 2,400. 2,400. That RDD will directly go to outer column because it is not a sundry liability, but these are the sundry assets which we want to transfer to the outer column now. Please take the total on your own. 2,000 plus 34,000 plus 48,400 plus 15,600. 2,000 plus 34,000 plus 48,400 plus 15,600. That comes to how much? 1 lakh. That comes to rupees 1 lakh. Okay. Yeah. So here we have completed posting of the balance sheet. So take out from the cupboard and transfer it to invisible account. That is what we have already completed now. Now let us consider the next part, that is realization stage. In realization, there is a chance that the asset may be sold by us, or there is also a chance that the asset may be taken over by the partner. The most important thing which we should remember in our mind, and we should practice it properly, is when we are thinking of realization stage, then whether the asset is sold off by us or the asset is taken over by the partner, in this stage we should not consider book value unless it is clearly given that the asset is taken over at book value or the asset is sold at book value. If nothing of that sort is mentioned and only the agreed value is given, then we should consider only the agreed value. Further, if about the asset book value as well as agreed value both are given, then in the realization stage we must consider only the agreed value, not the book value. So let us start now. Mahesh is to take over furniture at rupees 1600 and debtors amounting to 40,000 book value at rupees 34,000 agreed value. So we will consider the adjustment by looking at the amounts of 1600 and 34,000. The amount of 40,000 will be ignored by us. Who is the receiver? Mahesh is the receiver. What is going out? Furniture is going out and debtors are going out. Mahesh is the receiver, debit the receiver, Mahesh capital account debit. Assets are going out, credit what goes out. So to asset account लिहायचं मन करत असेल तरी जरा सांभाळून, assets are not remaining in their own account now. Assets are already transferred by us to realization account. So the entry will be Mahesh capital account debit to realization account. Let us consider the entry. Let us consider the entry Mahesh capital account debit to realization account. And realization account credit side by Mahesh capital. Underline by Mahesh capital, underline, and the amount will be Mahesh capital. They have specified furniture at rupees 1600, debtors at rupees 34,000 only. So furniture at rupees 1600 and debtors at rupees 34,000 only, because we are in realization stage. In the realization stage we do not consider book value but we consider the agreed value. Okay, so the amount to be considered in outer column is 35,600, and the second effect of it we are going to put in Mahesh column on the debit side of his capital account, 35,600. Okay, that's good. So first adjustment, first part is over. He accepted the creditors at rupees 12,000 at that figure, of rupees 12,000 at that figure. So what the problem is telling us? Problem is specifying that he is accepting creditors. Who is accepting creditors? Mahesh is accepting creditors. Now here I have seen many students make a mistake. They think that, sir, Mahesh is the receiver and creditors are going out. Now see, the way in which you form the sentence, accordingly it will be translated in accounts in a different manner. I always specify that accounts is a language subject. It's the language of business. So you should convert your English sentences into the language of business. And students specify, sir, the English sentence is he accepted creditors. So creditors are going out of business and Mahesh is the receiver. Mahesh is the receiver, debit the receiver, and creditors are going out, credit what goes out. So entry will be Mahesh account debit to creditors account. This is totally wrong entry. Some students feel, okay, yes sir, we have understood the idea. The entry is Mahesh account debit to realization account because creditors are already transferred by us to realization account. I'll say very nice. Now you have understood at least one part properly, that the creditors are already transferred to realization account. But please look at the problem carefully. Where are the creditors standing on the realization account? They are already on the credit side of realization account. So if you will pass the entry Mahesh capital account debit to realization account, then the creditors which are already there on the credit side of realization account will again come on the realization account credit side. So creditors account will not get closed, but the creditors account will get double entry on the credit side of realization account. In reality, what are we trying to tell? We are trying to tell that creditors are taken over by the partner. Creditor is an asset or creditor is a liability? Creditor is a liability. So when the problem is telling you that the creditors are taken over by the partner, then if you are going to specify the sentence creditors are going out, then you are doing a mistake. The logic is creditors are the receivers. Creditors will get the money, but firm is not paying the money. Who is going to pay the money? Mahesh is going to pay the money. So the real sentence is not creditors are going out and Mahesh is the receiver. But the real sentence is creditors are the receiver, they will get money. And who will pay them money? Firm is not going to pay the money. Money will be paid by Mahesh. So entry will be creditors account debit to Mahesh account, but creditors are already sitting in realization account. So entry will be realization account debit to Mahesh account. So if you will pass the entry realization account debit side to Mahesh's capital account, into bracket creditors, if you will pass the entry to Mahesh's capital account into bracket creditors, and then the amount they have told, creditors are rupees kitna, they have told at rupees 12,000. So at that figure we are going to accept is 12,000. Now what will happen, you can see here that creditors were already sitting in realization account credit side, and after passing this entry, creditors are getting out of business. On that invisible table we had kept creditors, and now these creditors are taken over by partners, so creditors are getting out of realization. If you would have passed the ulta wala entry, creditors already were there in realization and they would have again got added to realization. So instead of creditors getting out of business, they would have come in the business, which would have been completely wrong. So be careful, don't say that Mahesh is the receiver and creditors are going out, because creditors account is not a real account. So creditors are going out is a rule which can be used only if creditors account is a real account, because debit what comes in, credit what goes out are the rules of real account. Creditors account is a personal account. So the rule which should be applied for creditors is debit the receiver, credit the giver. So creditors are going to receive the money. That means they are the receiver, debit the receiver. And who will pay the money? Cash is not going out. So who is going to pay the money? Mahesh is going to pay the money. So entry will be creditors account debit to Mahesh Capital, but creditors are sitting in realization. So we'll change the entry. We'll call it as realization account debit to Mahesh Capital. Realization account debit side to Mahesh Capital 12,000 and Mahesh Capital account credit side by realization. By realization account. Mahesh Capital account credit side rupees 12,000. Now if Mahesh would have taken over multiple liabilities, then I would have underlined his name to Mahesh Capital account and I would have written the different items, just like this furniture and debtors. I would have written them here also. But it seems that Mahesh is taking over only one liability, so I am not considering it. Now some students will specify, but sir, now you are in realization stage. Since you are in realization stage, it is necessary for you to consider the item at adjusted value, that is agreed value. But you are considering it at rupees 12,000. 12,000 was the book value. 12,000 was the book value. Book value is to be considered only in transfer stage. In the realization stage, we should consider agreed value. So sir, there is some mistake. No, there is no mistake, because it is clearly told he accepted the creditors of rupees 12,000 at that figure. That means creditors are taken over by him at book value itself. That means the book value is now becoming agreed value. It is agreed between the firm and Mr. Mahesh that he is going to take over the creditors at book value. So since it is agreed now, that means book value becomes agreed value. I hope it is clear to all of you. Okay. Next adjustment is Suresh is to take over all stock at rupees 14,000 and sundry assets worth rupees 16,000 at rupees 14,400 only. Whatever the stock is there, how much is the stock? 15,600. All stock of rupees 15,600 is taken over by him at rupees 14,000. So we will consider agreed value. That means we are going to consider 14,000. And sundry assets, total sundry assets were rupees 34,000. But this Mr. Suresh is not taking over all sundry assets. He is taking over only sundry assets worth rupees 16,000. Out of 34,000, he is dividing the sundry assets into two parts. Some assets of rupees 16,000 and some assets remaining, that may be rupees 18,000. 16,000 assets he is taking over at rupees 14,400. So please tell me 16,000 is which value? 16,000 is the book value, which we are going to ignore, and we are going to consider which value? 14,400. So stock agreed value is directly given. Sundry assets, two values are given purposefully to confuse you, but please don't get confused. We should consider only agreed value. So 14,000 and 14,400. These are the two things which are going out. Assets are going out, credit what goes out. So realization account credit, and Suresh is the receiver, debit the receiver. Entry will be Suresh account debit to realization account. Suresh account debit to realization account. Here the name is already written. Let us consider realization account credit side by Suresh's capital account. He is taking over number one stock, and then he is taking over sundry assets. He is taking over stock and then he is taking over sundry assets. He is taking over stock at rupees 14,000 and sundry assets of rupees 16,000. He is taking them over at rupees 14,400. So outer column is rupees 28,400. This amount will be transferred by us to realization account, sorry, to partners capital account debit side, Suresh, 28,400. Okay, 28,400. So second adjustment is also over. Suresh is to take over stock at rupees 14,000. Sundry assets worth rupees 16,000 at rupees 14,400 only. Second adjustment is over. Yogesh is to take over remaining sundry assets. That means total sundry assets were 34,000. Out of that, 16,000 sundry assets were taken over by Suresh, maybe at rupees 14,400, but that part which was having a value of 16,000 has gone away. So remaining value is 18,000, but that is not important for us because that is a book value. We need to find out what is the agreement now. The agreement is that he is taking over sundry assets at rupees 16,000. So who is the receiver? Yogesh is the receiver. And what is going out? Sundry assets are going out. So Yogesh capital account debit side, sundry assets 16,000. And realization account credit side by Yogesh capital into bracket sundry assets single item is there, that's why I'm not doing underline. I'm directly considering the amount 16,000. That is the amount at which it is being agreed. Okay. And assume the responsibility for discharge of the loan, that is rupees 3,000. In the balance sheet it is given loan amount is rupees how much? 3,000, together with accrued interest on loan of rupees 60. That means he is going to pay rupees 3060. Now remember, loan is not a real account, loan is a personal account, so we should not say loan is going out, because coming in going out is a rule for real account. Loan account means liability, liability means personal account means receiver giver wala rule, not coming in going out wala rule. So loan is the receiver, and who will be the giver? Yogesh will be the giver. So entry is loan account debit to Yogesh account, but loan account is sitting in realization account. So entry will be realization account debit side to Yogesh's capital into bracket loan and the amount is going to be be careful. We are supposed to consider agreed value. They have told that it should be together with interest. Interest is rupees 60, so 3,000 plus 60, that becomes 3060. Okay, which has not been recorded in accounts. TK. Dissolution expenses were rupees 540. Dissolution expenses entry is realization expenses, that means realization account debit, and cash is going out, credit what goes out, so entry will be realization account debit to cash account. Realization account debit side to cash account into bracket dissolution expenses. Amount is how much? Amount is rupees 540. Yes, 540. Next point, the remaining debtors, second effect of 540 is in cash account credit side. Don't forget that, otherwise your balance sheet may not, your cash or bank account may not tally ultimately. By realization, REALISATION, realization account 540. Okay, so both the effects are given, that's a good thing. Next, remaining debtors realize rupees 4,200 only. So 4,200 rupees are received, realized, that means cash is coming in, debit what comes in, cash account debit side to debtors are going out, but debtors are sitting in which account? Realization account. So we'll say to realization account. Amount is how much? Amount is rupees 4,200. 4,200. Second effect, realization account credit side by cash account bracket मध्ये debtors. Amount is 4,200. So second effect is also given. That's a good thing. Next part, the necessary adjustments were made by the partners to settle their accounts. So what should we do now? We should start closing ceremony because all adjustments are over. Now before closing realization account, we should check if there is any partners loan account or not. But there is no partners loan account, so we are saved from the difficulty. Now we are having three accounts to close: realization account, cash account, and partners capital account. Cash account is always closed last. That is the account which tallies. Okay. Partners capital account can be closed only after making the entry for realization profit or loss. Partners capital account. Acha, here I forgot to pass the entry for 3060. 3060 second effect is in Yogesh capital account. Please don't forget that particular thing, otherwise you may not be in a position to tally the account. Okay, 3060 we have mentioned that Yogesh is the giver and loan is the receiver, so loan account debit, that is realization account debit to Yogesh capital account, that has gone here. Okay, and Suresh has not taken over any liability, so that is more than sufficient. Suresh capital account can be having a dash entry on the credit side for liabilities not taken over. Okay, so here we have completed everything else. Now, as I have discussed, we have already seen partners loan account is not there, so no tension. Cash account is closed last, so not a difficulty, and partners capital account can be closed only after considering realization profit or loss. So let us close realization account first. Please take the total on your own and find out what is the balancing figure. I think the total of debit side 1 lakh plus 12 plus 3 matlab 1 lakh 15, and here the credit side is 16 plus 4 matlab 20 plus 28 48, 48 plus 30 means 78 plus 5 means 83, 83 plus 2 means 85, and 85 plus 15, that means around 1 lakh again. So it seems that debit side is heavy and credit side is lighter, so I can consider debit side 1 lakh 15,600. Please check your totaling on your own. Do not copy, do not depend upon me. Your calculation speed is required to be increased. So 1 lakh plus 12,000 plus 3060 plus 540, that goes to 1,15,600, which should be considered by us on the debit side as well as on the credit side. Double underline, and let us find out the balancing figure. From 1,15,600 you are going to deduct 15,000, then 2,400, then 35,600, 28,400, 16,000 and 4,200. So what remains is 14,000. So 14,000 is the amount of, you tell me what it is, profit or loss? Yes, correct, it is the amount of loss. Why it is a loss, sir? Because debit side is heavy. So debit side is heavy, so expenses are heavy, that means that will be considered as loss. And there are 3 partners, so we will have to consider 3 partners name. Their names are, what are their names? Their names are Mahesh, Suresh and Yogesh. So let me consider Mahesh, Suresh, Yogesh. Here it will be Yogesh, then Suresh, and then Mahesh. It seems that we are again going to have difficulty in completing the account here in the normal manner. So let me just reduce the font size so that it will be easy for me to complete the things quickly. Okay, this I am going to consider as 17. So it will be easy for me to complete the things. Just a moment. Yeah, this I'll consider as 17.5. okay, and this I'll consider as 14, no problem. This one also 14, no problem. Just a moment, please take your totaling, and you can also consider what is that, the amount to be transferred to partners capital, how much it should be, because it is required to be divided in 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So please consider that. Find out the amount on your own. Yes. Okay, so yes, here I'll consider by partners loan, partners capital, sorry, partners capital account. See, slide size is always constant, so I need to adjust my format here, nothing more than that. So 1/3 and then 1/3, because their PSR was not given, so we'll assume that it is equal. That comes to 1/3. Okay, 14,000 to be divided as 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. 14,000 divided by 3, that becomes 4,666. So 4,666 for one partner, 4,666 for the second partner, and 4,667 for the last partner. Okay, so that at level it will tally. Now let us consider the second effect of the same. It will go to partners capital account debit side, to realization account 4,666, 4,666 and 4,667. Okay, now let us close the partners capital account, find out the balancing figure, transfer it to cash account, and then cash account should tally. So 55 plus 12, 55 plus 12, that becomes 67. So 67,000, and then there is 20,000. Oh, it seems that Suresh capital account is having debit side heavy as compared to credit side, so I'll have to take the total of debit side here. Yogesh is also same situation, only Mahesh capital account credit side is heavy, so I can write Mahesh capital account credit side on both the sides, 67,000. Look at Suresh, it will be 28,400 plus 4,666, 28,400 plus 4,666, that goes to 33,066, and 16,000 plus 4,667, that becomes 20,667, 20,667. So let me copy these two things from the debit side to the credit side also. You cannot copy, you'll have to write down, so please write it down properly, and then find out the balancing figure. From 67,000, if we are required to deduct from 67,000, if we are required to deduct 35,600 and 4,666, then what remains is 26,734. 26,734 is a balancing figure. Okay, and from 33,066, from 33,066, if we are to deduct 20,000, then what remains is 13,066, 13,066. So that amount I am going to consider here, and from 20,667 we will be deducting 14,000 as well as 3060. So what remains is 3607. This is also balancing figure. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning is very simple, that Mahesh, his opening capital was rupees 55,000 plus he has taken over a liability of rupees 12,000. That means the firm owes him, the firm should pay him 55,000 towards his capital plus 12,000 because he paid one of the liability of the firm. So he should receive 67,000 from the firm, but he has already taken over assets of rupees 35,600 and he has suffered a loss of rupees 4,666. That means he cannot get all 67,000 rupees in cash now. Out of that, 35,600 are already paid and 4,666 is a loss, so that will not be paid. Remaining amount 26,734 will be paid by us to him in cash, so this will be called as to cash account. Whereas in case of Suresh and Yogesh, it's a totally different situation. Suresh and Yogesh, let us consider Suresh first. His capital account was rupees 20,000. So he should have got rupees 20,000 back from the partnership firm, but in reality he has already taken over assets of rupees 28,400 plus he should bear realization loss of rupees 4,666. That means he has already received either assets or loss of rupees 33,066 from the partnership firm, and we should have given him only rupees 20,000. It means in reality he should bring rupees 13,066 from his personal property back to the partnership. The firm does not owe him anything. In reality, firm was owing him only rupees 20,000. Firm should have repaid him only rupees 20,000, but he has already taken over assets of rupees 28,400 plus he has suffered a loss of rupees 4,666 because of partnership firm. That means he has already received assets or loss worth rupees 33,066 in place of 20,000. So he has already received extra. He should bring it back from his private property. That is the principle of unlimited liability, which we have considered as one of the important features of partnership firm. Unlimited liability means when the firm's assets are insufficient to pay off firm's liabilities, you are going to bring the amount back from your private property. You can't say that this is my private property and these are business liabilities, so why should I pay? That is not the case. You will have to bring in the money. Why Mahesh is not bringing? Because he has already given more money to the firm and he has withdrawn very less money from the firm, so he can withdraw, whereas you will have to bring in. Same is the case with Yogesh. The amount of capital of Yogesh was 14,030. So he could have demanded maximum amount of rupees 17,060 from the firm, but he has already received realization assets 16,000 and he has received loss of rupees 4,667. That means the total amount received by him in the form of assets or in the form of loss is 20,667. So remaining amount of 3,607 he should bring from his private estate to the partnership firm. So 3,607 is the amount he is going to bring in. This I'll call it as by cash. I hope it is easy for you to understand. And the principle in OC, which you must have studied about partnership firm, that in partnership firm there is unlimited liability. The implication of that principle of unlimited liability you can see here. At the time of dissolution, if the partnership assets are insufficient, then partners must bring in money from their private property first. So here partners capital account debit side to cash, cash account credit side by Mahesh. Amount is how much? 734, sorry for that, 734. And on the debit side you will have to Suresh account, amount is 13,066 and 3,607 to Yogesh account. Let us now check whether our cash account is tallying or not. If everything is correct, then it will tally. If it is not correct, that means we have made some mistake. We'll have to check where the mistake is happening. Okay, so let us start. Debit side is 6,400 plus 4,700 plus 13,066 plus 3,607 is equal to 27,773. And on the credit side here is 26,734 plus 540, that comes to 27,774. That 1 rupee difference is on account of adjustment of 1 rupee extra here. Okay, so you can consider here, if you are going to consider 4,666 here, so this amount will become 3,606. Then this amount will again go down, so it is necessary for us to consider one more here. This will be 7, this will be 7, yeah, so this will be 13,067 13,067 and this will become 27,774. So it will tally at 27,774. I hope it is easy for you to understand what we have done. To round off, we have considered the amount of 4667 for two partners. So ultimately that's 7, 7, 14 and 6, 20. That is how it gets completed. So that's all. We are telling our balance sheet and the problem is tallying. Okay, so this is how we are going to solve the problem of dissolution. Here the most important adjustments which we have seen are adjustment of asset taken over by the partners. Purposefully they have given you the book value of the assets taken over as well as their agreed value. In the transfer stage we should consider book value. In the realization stage we should consider only their agreed value. These are the points which are required to be kept in mind properly. Okay, so once this is done, then it is easy for you to score good marks in examination. So if you still have any doubts, don't forget to ask me in the comment section, and let us meet in the next question in the next lecture. Okay, thank you, bye bye.